Yamamoto will win the Rookie of the Year and the Cy Young. And that's just the first of my 7 hot takes for the 2024 MLB season. At number 6, we got Vlad Guerrero Jr. bouncing back and winning the MVP. It's going to be a little more easier since Ohtani's not going to be in the AL anymore. But last year was just a weird year for him and the Blue Jays. Most position players in the Blue Jays had down seasons last year. I think we forget how young Vlad Jr. really is. Last year he was only 24, and the year he hit 48 home runs in 2021, he was only 22 years old. He still hits the ball hard, and him bouncing back would be essential for him and the Blue Jays to do good this season. At number 5, I got the Cardinals winning the NL Central. Some websites already have the Cardinals projected to win the Central this year, but this is still a hot take since the Cardinals finished last in the division last year, so they'd be going from last place to first place in just 1 year. And the Cardinals got a great lineup. Donovan, Goldschmidt, Arenado, Nootbaar, Contreras, Nolan Gorman looks great. Jordan Walker, only 21, but he's going to be great. Adding Sonny Gray was huge. I think another pitcher would have been really good for them. Miles Michaelis eats a lot of innings, but after that, it does get a little sketchy. Steven Matz didn't pitch a whole lot last year, but he actually had a decent season when he played. The rotation could definitely be better, but in 2022, I think they had about 93 wins, and they didn't have the best pitching rotation, so it's still possible that they win. And number 4, Alvarez, Judge, and Ohtani all hit 50 or more home runs. Last season, Alvarez hit 31 home runs in only 410 at-bats, which is absolutely crazy. I mean, just look at him. He's the definition of a power hitter. For Aaron Judge, I don't need to explain too much. Over 60 home runs in 2022. Last year, in less than 400 at-bats, he had 37 home runs, which is absolutely nuts. The main concern for Judge is just staying healthy, and if he does stay healthy, it should be pretty easy for him. Aaron Judge has the best chance of these guys to hit 50 home runs. Ohtani came close last year, hitting 44 home runs in less than 500 at-bats, and if he's healthy and just DHing, I mean, why wouldn't he be able to hit 50 home runs? The main concern with all these guys is that they just stay healthy and play the entire season. Number 3, the Royals make the playoffs. I was really close to picking the Tigers to do this, but I'm gonna go with the Royals. Last year they finished 4th in the division, so making the playoffs would be pretty huge, and it would probably be a wildcard spot. Their lineup is low-key kind of sick. MJ Melendez, Bobby Witt Jr. just got a huge extension. Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, watch out for him this year, he could be pretty good. And Hunter Renfroe, just to name a few. For the rotation, Brady Singer needs to bounce back. Cole Ragans had a great second half with the Royals. Seth Lugo maybe had the best season of his career last year, and Michael Wacha was also pretty good. And Lyles kind of had a weird year last year, but he still pitched a lot of innings. They had a really good offseason, especially for a small market team, bringing in Stratton and Anderson as the bullpen help. At number 2, we got Cody Bellinger. Oh, I was going to try and make his hands into 2. That's not going to work. At number 2, I got Cody Bellinger making the All-Star game, hitting over 30 home runs, and opting out of his contract. Now, this may not seem like a hot take, but most baseball websites aren't projecting him to do that crazy good this upcoming season. Baseball Reference is projecting him to have a 750 OPS and only 21 home runs, but he defied the odds last year, so I'm sure he could do it again. 2021 and 2022 were awful years for him offensively. It could be because he had a number of injuries, but I expect him to have a good season with over an 800 OPS this year. Also, I really like that deal that the Cubs signed for Bellinger. Before I get to number 1, which might be the hottest take here, if you like MLB videos, you should subscribe because obviously I make MLB videos. At number 1, I got the Philadelphia Phillies winning the World Series. Yep, this one's bold, but they got a sick lineup. Kyle Schwarber, Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Nick Castellanos, Alec Boehm, Bryson Stott, JT Realmuto. They got a great 1-2 in their pitching rotation with Aaron Nola and Zach Wheeler. After that, things can get a little sketchy, but Taijuan Walker's pretty good. Ranger Suarez has been solid. In the regular season, they'll get like 88 to like 92 wins, but when it comes to the playoffs, they just kill it. And if you want to see the best and worst spring training hats for this year, click right here. At number 2, nope, this isn't going to work.